This is actually a video I've been thinking about for a very long time in regards to just if I'm working with a certain client who doesn't want to invest in years of diligent effort to improve their social standings with women to become more valuable with women, what strategies could they take to get the easiest magic pill? What is the magic pill that if they were to follow this strategy, they could have easy success with women? So I found 6 different things that ultimately will improve your results with women. So the first 3 are the magic bullets. These ones are things that you don't have to change anything about you and you'll get results with women. Now, the hard thing with this one is that there's no longevity. You're not improving with the opposite sex at all. You're taking a shortcut. Yes, you will get results, but there's downsides to these results. There's a downside to taking this path. Now, the last 2 are actually the complete opposite. They're things that take a little bit more effort, but if you're gonna invest in this, you will ultimately improve with women. Now, the one in the middle, the 4th one, is somewhere in between. It's not totally a magic bullet, but at the same time too, it's something that if you invest in, you can have grown as an individual in the pursuit of getting better results in this field. So now we're going to jump into each of the parts. We're going to go down the list 1 through 6, the first 3 being the magic bullets. So let's get into that. And as a heads up too, this time of the year, my boot camps and coaching calls fill up very fast. So if you're somebody that wants to jump on coaching with me, don't hesitate, jump on now. Send me a call, send me a text at 702-841-9909. Now, like I said, the first 3 are magic bullets. They do work, but they have underlying negative downsides to doing these strategies. So the first one is having a setup, having a situation engineered by design or by discovery that gets you laid. So for example, job with hot girls. Like if you're taking on a job where there's attractive girls that work with you, it could be a social circle situation where you have a higher chance than other guys outside of your job of getting the girl. That's awesome. And even better yet, if you're somebody who becomes a manager, hell yeah, hell to the fuck yeah. The girls are going to be coming after you because you are the leader. Everybody defers to you. Girls go after leaders. However, the downside to this is that you're risking your job. Downside to this too is that you are also getting a girl in a situation. You are getting it in a way that doesn't improve your confidence or your social skills. It's very solely in that area right there where you have attraction from girls. It is solely within the jobs, the confines of the job, where you can get girls. Outside of this job, you are a ship without a rudder. You have no direction. You don't know what the fuck to do. If it's outside your job and you like a girl, you can't do shit about it. You can also take on hobbies where hot girls are a part of the hobby. It could be something where it's yoga, where there's a lot of hot girls that generally go to yoga, or it could be something where you are a photographer and you take pictures of models. There's a lot of things like that in Vegas where you throw $500 at a group of people and they all go to a mansion out in Henderson out here in Las Vegas, and they invite a bunch of models to get free photos, and now you have a chance to talk to these attractive girls and possibly make a connection, make a friendship, or date them. So that's also a possibility too. But again, just like the last thing, it is a very situational attraction. You're not somebody that is yet good at getting attraction outside of that, and it could just become a band-aid problem where it's just a band-aid over the bigger underlying problem, which is that you are just not attractive to girls unless you are inside one of these setups. You can event hack where you find all your events in your area. Oftentimes these events will have a core group of people, and they oftentimes will go out and party and hang out with each other. It becomes a social circle for these people. And now you're introduced into a social circle. You could also be there's actually an even slimier version of these setups where people set up porn situations or social media houses. Oftentimes social media houses are for sex. These guys are using these situations to pull people in to negotiate sex. Oftentimes I've been around LA a lot, Las Vegas, Miami, and I've seen it a lot where men set up these parties specifically, or these parties are these houses where they invite these girls to live with them and to help them out as maids or this or that, just to turn them over into being a sexual partner with them. And you'll see, like, with these people that employ only attractive girls to work in their house, there's a reason for that. Very slimy. One of the ones that I think is the most distasteful out of the setups I've mentioned before. But yeah, another example of maybe like a job with hot girls is a strip club manager or bouncer. I've known a lot of bouncers or strip club managers out here in Vegas that have leveraged this to connect with higher level people. Again, this is like the easiest way to get attractive girls if you don't want to work on yourself. The next one is a travel bro. Legitimately just going to another city where you are considered exotic. It can be very alluring and it does work. However, again, you are still the same person when you went out there as when you come back. If you bring her back to the States, you're dealing with guys like me and my friends where we're way fucking cooler. And guess what? There could be a situation where ultimately she decides, hey, I can get better in the States than the guy I'm with because you didn't improve your value. You didn't improve yourself. You stayed the same and you took a Band-Aid route. But it does work. Now, the last one is syncing arrangements. I've actually known a lot of guys who've used this successfully. Now, here's the downside to this. Again, if you don't have social skills or game, you're going to get girls that are into you for just the fact that you are paying their bills. And then again, they fuck a guy like me on the side while they have this very platonic relationship with you. Maybe you get occasional sex from them, but not very often. They're still going out and you have to fund their expensive lifestyle. It's just a money drain. The money suck. And if you have that kind of money, hell yeah, fuck it, dude. Do seeking arrangements. Fuck it. If you don't care about the connection, if you don't care about anything but getting vagina, this is not a bad strategy to do. And I know a lot of people that do this. I have a lot of friends that use seeking arrangements, and it does also work. Just like the other two strategies above, the two strategies before this one works. Now, this one is the in-between fix. This one is somewhere between the long-term fixes that are the fastest way to get results and the short-term magic bullet fixes. This one still needs an investment and can elicit some kind of character change within you. But it's not fully either one or the other. And it also can be a magic bullet as well. I've known a lot of clients where we only worked together for like maybe a couple months, maybe a month, and they worked on this area in particular, and they were getting such fucking good results, they didn't need to do another coaching call with me ever again. And that is dating apps. Now, dating apps are very tough because a lot of you guys think that there isn't a lot that you can do on it. And yeah, to be fair, there's a lot less you can do on it than you can in person. However, there is way more that you have control over than you know. Like, there's so much you have control over, and you guys blind yourself to this based on that fact that I just said before. And I've had complete turnarounds with people's profiles to such an extent and with such a high percentage of people that it's worth putting out there. All right. So when I first started with dating apps, I wasn't getting any matches. Then I started going through the trend of first matching with maybe some overweight girls. Then I started matching with more average girls. Then I started on occasion, maybe once a month, every 2 months, matching with a gorgeous girl. And then the gorgeous girl started matching with me more and more frequently as I kept improving my dating apps, as I kept doing the things I'm about to give you right here, right now. So the first one is you want to go through the journey of 10,000 photos. If you don't have photos yet, start accruing a lot of photos and get better at them. Take care of yourself too. Make sure that you have good fashion, you're hitting the gym, you're working out, you have a good glow to you. If your teeth are yellow, whitening them. You want to maximize a lot of the photos on dating apps. They're going to look at your overall vibe, your archetype of who you are. What is your archetype? If you're somebody who's overweight, dating apps will be harder for you because your archetype isn't somebody that is cool, confident, and fun. It's not somebody that can be sexy with her or be a man with her. So she's going to look at your overall archetype and swipe left. Now, if you fit the archetype, if you work on yourself, you whiten your teeth, you hit the gym, you work on your fashion sense to fit an archetype that girls find sexy, guess what's going to happen? You're going to start getting matches. Now, with that being said, 10,000 photos, and you want to start trying to work on all those things I just mentioned. And here's the thing. If first and foremost, get a photographer. If you can't get a photographer, buy a camera. If you can't buy a camera, just use your phone. Be diligent. Get the photos down. Doesn't matter. No excuses. And I'll lead to another situation that I've seen with a lot of clients. I've had complete turnarounds on people's profiles just with one photo. So think about it like this. If you guys are swiping on a dating app, and you go swiping, and find a girl that's cute, you start looking through photos, and what are you looking for? Where's the fat photo, right? Where is she I didn't see her body. I'm going to keep going. Oh, she's fat. Then you swipe left, right? The first photo, though, you would have swiped right on. But based on the third or fourth photo, you swipe left. Girls are doing the same thing. I've had times where guys' first two photos were fucking incredible. And then their third and fourth photo was a photo that was fucking them over. We switched those two photos out. Now, suddenly, the guy is doing way fucking better on dating apps. So your profile might be suffering just from one or two photos. Start testing your photos. Put them on Photo Feeler. Find out Get a statistical number so that you know how attractive girls are finding you. Photo feeler is a great way to do it. Hot or not is a great way to do it. Just get your photos tested. Now, with this too, you want to A/B test your photos, your profiles, your dating profiles. You want to A/B test them on Bumble and Tinder. Whenever you take one photo off, leave the photo on another profile and switch out a photo on another, and then you see which profile does better. It's a great way to do this. If you're somebody who can possibly maybe even set up 2 different Tinder accounts to legitimately A/B test, that would be very helpful. Yeah, it's something that if you're smart about it and you take time and you work on it, you'll start finding all the avenues to improve in this. And once it does start working, it is a self-sustaining machine that will keep going for years afterwards with very moderate to little touch-ups every so often as you start aging and as you start changing as a person, as your fashion sense changes, just on occasion giving it a little bit of a touch-up. Otherwise, though, it's something that is legitimately very cheap in comparison to the alternatives, and it's something that if you invest the time in, once the time is put in and once you have figured it out, it just runs residually from there on out. Now, the fastest long-term fixes. So these are things that will change you, and I kind of mentioned it right there above, but lifestyle and SMV. Something that will help you out in the long term is this. Work on your hygiene, hitting the gym, working on your diet, doing things that give you more energy, taking nootropics, for example, or eating clean, or drinking green tea instead of drinking soda, finding healthy alternatives, making sure that your life around you is flourishing, is kicking ass, having that purpose, having that job, having people around you that are dope, having people around you that are fun, having a social circle, the lifestyle. You basically are just building something that if somebody came into it, if a girl came into it, she would be so fucking lucky to be a part of that. And your lifestyle, your life, her becoming a part of it, she has benefited so greatly from that alone. Basically, you're nesting. You're creating a nest for a girl that if she was to nest with you and ultimately date you seriously, she would be so much better off for it. So that is lifestyle and SMV. Now, the final one I saved for last because a lot of my regular viewers have seen this quite a bit, or had me talk about this left and right, and that's just socializing. Finding times to build social circle, getting yourself out there, taking time to yourself to just literally go and make friends, go and talk to people, go and approach girls. Taking time every week to do that. Now, here's the thing. Like a job as in, if you're somebody who takes on a job that's very social, you're noticing that a lot of those social jobs, the people that are in those jobs are very charismatic. Actually, it's a little bit of chicken and egg in this regard. So the girl gets the job, the guy gets the job where they have to be social, they have to talk to people every day. They improve with social skills around the job every week to 2 weeks to 3 weeks, and eventually they're polished. Now they're confident. Now they're moving with fervor, and now they have all these funny lines and dialogue that they can pull out of their ass. Well, in terms of going out to a bar, a club, going to a cafe, just talking to people, making friends, you will find over time that you get polished just like these people in these jobs. Your social skills will get polished. You'll get more charismatic as you get the practice in. You are also, at these times, also making connections, building out your social circles, finding friends, finding cool connections. You are making connections with people out of nothing, and it's straight up magic. And then the one thing you want to add as a caveat to this, if you are somebody socializing, journal. Think critically about how you can improve and become more charismatic. What are your mindsets, belief systems? What could you have done differently? Journal, think it through. Chart your progress. See if you're actually improving and getting better. If you do this one thing right here and you invest the time into this that is necessary to improve with the opposite sex, to improve with people in general, you'll find that the outcome from it will have so much more benefits than what you're looking for currently. You will become a different person, absolutely, and become on a deep level attractive to the opposite sex, which is why I like these ones. So, I hope you guys like the video, and if you guys have any questions, leave in the comment section below, and if you're interested in coaching, text me at 702-841-9909, and with that being said, peace.